As Sports with your host Jay Pops. Guys, morning. Today's date is September 15th, 2022. Yes, guys, please say hello to my little one here. This is the baby girl, and she has finally made it to the show. Now, all of my other kids, all three of my other kids, if you guys can remember, they've all made it to my shows. This one here has finally made it. She is 3 months. She is about to be 4 months this month, and we're going to keep on going from there. But guys, on this really quick episode here, this is a 5-minute segment. What are the keys to Texas A&M winning this football game against number 13 Miami? What are the keys? First and foremost, you have to take advantage of your home field advantage because everybody is going to be there. All right, regardless to the bad loss that happened on last week, everybody's going to be there. All right. I will be in attendance, of course, as well as everybody else. All right. So that's number one. Number two is, guys, you got to exploit the weakness. All right. So Miami's defense, their pass defense is number 78, if I'm not mistaken. You have to exploit that. Regardless to people that's bashing Haynes King, bashing Jimbo Fisher about play calling, etc. Evan Stewart, Chris Marshall, Chase Lane, Jalen Preston, Anaya Smith, Daryl Dickey, all of you guys, if you're listening, Jimbo Fisher himself, you have to exploit that pass defense of Miami. You have to make them play. The reason why I say that is because you didn't do that against App State. You did not make them pay for that horrible pass defense. Now you have another one coming up. You got to make them pay. All right. Number 3, you have to run the football. You got to run the football with A-Chain and all of those other guys that you have back there. I looked at that zone read with Haynes King and A-Chain, and when Haynes King ran that zone read, he looked like he had no clue what he was doing. You have to get better than that. Haynes King, if you're listening, Max Johnson, if you're listening, both of you guys, if you do not see anybody or if you're running a zone read, take the football, run, okay? Give them something. That's not on the offensive line. That is on you guys. Get it right, keep going, all right? Number 4. This is number 4. The number 6 ranked pass defense. And I saw somebody come on here yesterday and say, oh man, those stats don't matter for Miami nor Texas A&M because they hadn't played anybody yet. Well, if you're going to tell me that, then those stats don't matter for Georgia, those stats don't matter for Alabama, and etc. Those guys only play like one team so far. One Power 5 team. All right, so you can't tell me that. But anywho, you have to continue to make that number 6 passing defense better. All right, if that's going to be your strong suit, in which I knew that was going to be your strong suit this year anyways, you have to continue to lean on that passing defense. All right, you got to continue to do that. Number 5 here, you got to get turnovers on defense already. This is another thing that will help your offense out. All right, your offense was in a bad situation on last week because the simple fact is that the offense wasn't good, but the defense did not get any turnovers. They didn't get any turnovers, nor did they get off the field on 3 and outs. You have to get better with consistency on that part, okay? Number 6, you have to make Miami play with only Tyler Van Dyke. If that's going to be the Heisman candidate, if that's going to be the sleeper first-round pick for next year, and etc., you have to make that guy play. Okay? You got to make him play. You got to let him show you that he's for real. How you do that? Just like I said, you put that number 6 pass defense out there, and you go ballistic with it. Okay? But that is all that I have for you guys. Remember what I said, Jimbo Fisher, Evan Stewart. I'm talking to all the leaders on that team. Antonio Johnson, Damani Richardson, all right, Lavius Overton, that's the freshman. I believe Bryce Foster is coming back. All of you guys listen to what I'm saying. Those are your keys to beating Miami. You know this already. Jimbo Fisher knows this. I believe that we see a different play calling in this game that will shock everybody. All right, I love all of you. #GigMax.